Hey guys, welcome to the new video, and I'm very excited to share with you the new software that I've loved for many years, and I have been using it since the first Mac I owned, and it's simply CleanMyMac. So the CleanMyMac software offers a variety of things to relieve your Mac from clutter. Now what's new with this software is that it actually offers full native support of M1 processors. As you know, in my previous videos I've shown that I've acquired nice MacBook Air M1 recently, so this is the latest one, and I'm happy to announce that CleanMyMac X or CleanMyMac 10, I can never tell actually, is updated to natively support M1 processors. So the first things first is that first I said it supports M1. The next one, it has a very nice slick design. As always, the authors here claim that it's like completely new. Honestly, I don't see that big of a difference, but it's still amazingly nice looking software. It has a clean look. Now it has like fancy glass something look. Also the icon has been redesigned, and also some animations within the app have been redesigned. Now what's important to mention is that now there is an option to clean even more trash from your Macs, and these what helps this is that this new version removes so-called universal binaries. Now these universal binaries are the files that the Macs keep on themselves. Those are the files that enable your Mac. So universal binaries are the files that allow apps to run on both Intel-based and Apple Silicon M1 chips. Now, you don't need half of these because you are using M1. So the CleanMyMac X removes also these files for you. So without further ado, let me just go back and show you a few options that are critical for CleanMyMac X. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections in the app, as always. So the first one is a cleanup, and this is something we all use all the time. The second one is protection from malware, virus protection, whatever. The third one is speed, which enhances the speed of your Mac by reorganizing some files, and we'll get to it. And then applications category, which I use mainly uninstaller part. And finally the files, where you can get like a bird's eye view of all the files that are on your Mac. So apart from these 5 categories, 99% of the users of CleanMyMac actually use Smart Scan option, which is on the top, as you can see. And I've already cleaned my Mac. And in order to show you how much clutter I've removed, I will invoke the widget. Now you have the widget for CleanMyMac X. When I click on the date, for example, you can see that I have done the Smart Scan, and I have 413 gigabytes free, which means, and it says your Mac is freshly clean, well done, we're cool there. And you can also invoke the app from the widget. Okay, so when we do the cleaning, as always, you just click the clean on Smart Scan, and it will show you how many files you can delete without worrying whether you will disrupt your Mac, whether the protection is valid, and to define the speed. So this is like a Smart Scan option, which gives you the brief overview of the system. And as I said, in my opinion, 99% of the users are just clicking this button all the time. So I'm gonna stop it for now because I already did it. Now I'm gonna stop it. So within system junk, you can go now separately in depth of each one of them. So you can optimize your system, and you can resolve all kinds of errors. So you can scan it to see if your system has any errors, if there are any things that you might be able to do about it, fix it, improve it, or whatnot. And as you can see here, the scan is completed. I have like 141 megabytes that I can delete. Then you go to mail attachments, where you can save the local space by removing some of the unnecessary files, and you can optimize the local mail data as well. And also you can scan and empty the trash bin, but if you're doing it manually like I am, you will not need this option. In the second section, we have protection, which is malware protection number 1, where you can remove malicious files from your app, and you can from your Mac, and you can completely protect your Mac by this. As you can see, I did it a minute ago, so I'm safe. But I suggest you do this regularly, in order to keep your Mac up and running in the best possible way. Also, if you don't want anybody after you to see your browsing traces or your browsing history, you can just, work on the privacy, and you can remove the browsing traces and sweep up the old chat data that you want to sweep up. Okay, category number 3 is speed. So if you notice that your Mac has been lagging, or something is like not working properly, then you can choose this option, and you can manage the launch agents of your apps to see what's being launched every time you turn on your Mac, and you can take control of what you're running. So I have some 8 things here. As you can see in the login items, I have only Viber app here, so this is pretty cool. And launch agents, I can also see what else is working, so I can either disable these or enable. In the maintenance part, I can improve the disk performance, I can remove some application errors, and improve the search performance. So again, this is the stuff that I can do here, like free up RAM, I can free up purgeable space, I can run maintenance scripts, flush DNS cache, etc., etc. So I can do these things separately apart from the smart scan that I already mentioned. Now this is the part I'm using very often, uninstaller. Somehow this reminds me of the Windows PCs when you uninstall through control panel. But so I kind of like to uninstall through here. Plus it removes all unnecessary files. Sometimes when you just delete from the applications folder on your Mac, some files still may remain there, which is not cool. You can also use the updater to see if you're using the latest version, avoid software incompatibilities, etc., etc. I'm not using this option very much. And so you can see what is wrong with certain extensions on your Mac, see if you can remove some extensions correctly, you can disable certain extensions, etc., etc. Now the last category is files. Now in these files you have 3 options, and the first one I prefer the most, which is Space Lens. So this is an option which gives you like a bird's eye perspective of all the files on your Mac. So when you scan your device, you will get this storage map, which will show you which folders, which parts of your Mac take most of the space. And you can see here that users files takes 66 gigabytes. So I can go further inside and see, okay, what is happening. So pictures are 50 gigabytes. Then you can see that the photo library is like 50 G. So this is kind of useful, and you can see in which area you have an issue. In Mac OS I have 21 or 22 gigabytes, so I can see that I have in libraries this much. And then you go and take and see beautifully, with a nice animation, interactive window, storage map, if you prefer, and you can go and inside of each and see where are the biggest files and how your whole Mac is structured. Also, large and old files section within files gives you some overview of the old files that you are having and that are pretty big, and it shows you that you haven't used them in a while. So you can check, verify, and if you're really not needing those files, you can just trash those files as well. And you can easily sort through all of your files through this option. So if you do this, but usually this, okay, so it's clean. I've done it. So I wanted to say that it takes some time, but apparently not. And the shredder, the last option, where you can erase any unwanted files and folders quickly without leaving any traces, without leaving anything behind, right? So I can erase sensitive data securely, or I can, get around various finder errors. So I can select the files, and I can, for example, go to my downloads, and I can delete some of the files securely. But I'm not going to do that now. I have many things that I need to, first check. So this is it, guys. Very simple, very straightforward software. I highly recommend it. This is not a paid promotion. I'm actually supporting this. I was contacted by the company, and they offered, and they saw that, you know, I've been doing this before. I was reviewing this software for them before, so they were kind enough to remind me that there is a new version specifically available for these new M1 Macs. So I highly recommend that you go and grab a version, and I'm gonna share three licenses for 3 lucky winners in my watching this video. So I'm gonna have to see the most creative comments that you are guys showing there, and I'm gonna pick randomly 3 very funny, very interesting comments, and I'm gonna give you 3 versions of CleanMyMac X with long life license, if you will. So go ahead and make a comment below, give this video a thumbs up, and finally please share this video on social media so more people can see it, and we can get more visibility. And that's it, guys. I hope you liked my video. Go grab a copy of CleanMyMac X and let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks.